Hey everyone! I was asked in one of my previous videos to review these Pilot Juice Up gel pens, which I had never seen or heard of before. When I looked them up, I saw that they offer this 6-color selection that they're calling the Classic Glossy shades that somewhat resemble my favorite gel pens, the Zebra Sarasa Vintage. So in today's video, I'll be sharing a review on the Pilot Juice Up Classic Glossy gel pens and comparing them to my beloved Zebra Sarasa Vintage pens. I hope you enjoy the video and let's jump right in. To start off, the Pilot Juice Up Classic Glossy gel pens come in 6 shades and are available in 0.4 and 0.5mm sizes. The set that I purchased is in the 0.4mm size for $18 from jetpens.com. However, it does look like you can find this set for slightly cheaper elsewhere or purchase them individually. These gel pens come in a gray plastic body with a metal tip. These pens are retractable, feature a plastic clip, and a colored rubber grip to match the ink inside. An interesting and unique feature of these pens is that they boast a special tip in which they refer to it as a synergy tip. This combines the precision of a needle point as well as the durability of a conical point. In terms of ink, the Pilot Juice Up Classic Glossy gel pens have a water-based pigment formula and are water and fade resistant. Another interesting characteristic of these inks that I was unaware of until I started writing with them is that these inks are infused with subtle metallic shimmer particles. It may be difficult to tell on camera, but there is a slight sheen that is more noticeable in person. I'm swatching these pens in my Sterling Ink Common Planner, as well as my Archer and Olive Dotted Journal for some comparisons as well. Moving on to the Zebra Sarasa Vintage gel pens, I won't be doing a full review on these as I do already have a full separate video where I go more in depth that I'll go ahead and link right here if you're curious. In terms of the shades that I felt were the most comparable to the Pilot ones, I picked out dark gray, brown gray, Bordeaux purple, blue gray, green black, and red black. Let's start with the similarities. These both come in plastic retractable bodies with rubber grips and plastic clips. They do not include shade names on the bodies. They come in deep, sophisticated shades. Their inks are both water-based pigment inks and are water and fade resistant. Now for the differences between the two. The Pilot gel pens have subtle metallic shimmers infused in their ink. The Pilot pens come in 0.4 and 0.5mm sizes, whereas the Zebra Sarasa pens come in 0.3 and 0.5mm sizes. The Zebra pens feature a conical tip, while the Pilot features a synergy tip. The Pilot pens come in 6 shades, while the Zebra pens come in 10. Depending on where you purchase these pens, for instance I purchased them from JetPens, 6 of the Pilot pens cost $18, while 10 of the Zebra shades will cost $15. Now for my final thoughts. I think that both pens write very beautifully. The inks write smoothly and I don't experience any skipping or scratchiness. The colors are similar to each other, and although they're not a perfect match, I do have to say that I still prefer the Zebra Sarasa Vintage pens. I personally think the pigmentation of their inks, while still muted, appear more vibrant than the Pilot Juice Up pens. Side by side, the Pilot just appears a little more dull, desaturated, and faded. This most likely is due to the metallic shimmer that's been added to the ink, which I personally think it would have been better without it. I'm also just not a fan of the black shade from the Pilot line. It leans much more gray than black. Also, I do have to mention the price discrepancy. If you purchase these from gel pens like I did, the Pilot Juice Up Classic Glossy gel pens will cost you $18 for a pack of 6 pens. If you were to purchase all 10 shades of the Zebra Sarasa Vintage gel pens, that'll cost you $15. So for $3 less, you'll end up with 4 more beautiful shades and personally a better ink formulation as well. In terms of how the pens perform on the Sanzin Tomoe River paper in the Common Planner, there is some ghosting on the backside, which is to be expected with most pens. But there is no bleed through, which is good to see. On the thick Archer and Olive paper, there is no ghosting or bleed through, which is also no surprise with 160 GSM paper. In conclusion, if you're debating on which set of pens to try, I still think the Zebra Sarasa Vintage colors reign supreme. The ink formulation and pricing ultimately are what makes these a better choice in my opinion. The shades appear more vibrant and do not have a dull appearance to them. The silver glitters are honestly and unfortunately the main downfall of the Pilot pens. I personally don't have a preference for the synergy tip or conical tip, but I've never experienced any performance issues while using these Zebra Sarasas. And of course, why spend more money on pens with fewer shades and lesser quality when you can get better quality pens with a few more shades at a lower price? But those were just my opinions. I'd love to know if you've tried these pens and what you think of them. Let me know your experience down below, or if you have any other questions or comments. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.